What's going on? This is Eric B. Horn here, and usually I create videos to help people with their career and business and things of that nature. But one of the things that I put out in an earlier post was I'm going to start a vlog uh, going down my journey of asking for help. Me not asking for help has affected both my personal and professional life. So, I made the commitment to start to ask for help or at least go down the journey and document the process because, hopefully I can help someone who's going through the same situation that I'm going in when it gets to the point where, you don't ask for help. One of the first steps that I need to start doing to ask for help is just actually having more conversations with people, right? I'm the type of person where I keep a lot balled up. I keep a lot inside because I've been taught that you don't share a lot with people because they can possibly use that as a overall weakness, and it's helped in some situations, but over the past couple of years it's hurt me more than anything else. And yesterday was a great moment when it comes to doing that because one of the things that I do to pass the time is play the video game, right? It just helps me. And one of the biggest blessings for playing the video game was, having conversations with certain people, like-minded individuals. I've said that when it comes to business, but that also relates when it comes to just anything when it comes to our overall community. And, the guys that I play with, I've been playing with them for about 5 years and maybe even 6 years at this point. And, we talk about a lot of stuff, but in some instances, I would still hold back. But yesterday, me and a, buddy of mine just talking, and I just unloaded on him. And it was just talking about stuff that I was going through for the past month or so, and I really didn't know that it was eating me up in a sense, the way it is. And some of the stuff that I told him, I've told my wife and other people. But it's always good to get it off your chest and get advice, trusted advice from that perspective of other individuals. And one thing that I don't do is I don't check in on how I'm feeling after having conversations. I just keep it moving to the next thing. And just the mental space that was released based off of that piece was great. And one of the things that he said, which he told me before, and it was my mistake of not utilizing, he was like, "Hey man, if you're really trying to talk, just hit me up and you can do that anytime." And I've heard that from a lot of people, but with this guy, I definitely believe him. And with other people that are close to me, but I do not put forth the effort to pick up the phone and call. And when I do call, you know, I don't want to feel like I'm a burden to someone else. And I think that's one of the mistakes that's been working against me, where I feel like I'm a burden if I pick up the phone and call someone, which is a problem, right? And I feel that that's one of the origins that has been building up in me for so long because um, ultimately I just feel that I don't want to burden anyone, and it even kind of boils down to my wife and to my family. And when it comes to, from a biblical standpoint, your wife is your helpmate at the end of the day, right? So I still struggle with that, but it's an overall work in progress. Individuals that I trust, and I know that they are not going to sugarcoat anything, or more importantly, I know they're not going to use this information to hurt and harm me. Be more open with them, even if it's just a general conversation, just to see how I'm doing or feeling at the moment. I mean, I need to do more of that. And hopefully, as I continue to do that, that could be the first leg of me getting back to knowing that it's okay for me to reach out and ask people for help. I had a mindset where, asking people for help was like pulling teeth, knowing it was one of the easiest things that I could do, but I did not do it. And that is my responsibility to ask people for help, even when it's not mission critical. because that's one of the things that I tend to do is I ask people for help when it's too late. And the only reason why I ask people when it's too late is because it gets to the point where it's so unbearable that I can't, I feel like I can't make any more moves. However, if I would have put forth this effort in the very beginning, I would discover that there are tons of people that want to help me because I'm willing to help these tons of people at the end of the day, right? So, moving forward, what I'm going to start doing is being more open and honest, especially with the people that are in my circle, right? There's some relationships that were damaged based off of that. They're not broken, they're just damaged. So I will, you know, ask for their help to figure out what happened, what went wrong, or what was the reason why things strayed, and then get back on track, right? Um, yeah, so hopefully me, being more open and honest with my trusted individuals, I can not even since get more done, just have more mental space, right? Because that's when I was going through therapy maybe a couple of years ago. That was uh, it helped me out a lot because I was able to unload on someone. Because the funny fact is, when I went to therapy, the majority of the time the therapist was, more listening to me because I had so much on my mind and I had so much to talk about, but I didn't, you know, share that with a lot of people, right? And just the overall feeling that I had after, um, the overall feeling that I had after the actual therapy was a game changer, right? Because you get to the point where you have so much in your head and you're thinking about so much and you're thinking that you can't have anybody to turn to. It clouds your space, it clouds your judgment, and then it gets to the point where it affects you, you know, not only physically but mentally, you know. And I feel that, me just being a mirror for people to help me the same way I'm there to help them is the first step in learning to ask more people for help. Know that this is a journey, and I know that this is the first step in the journey, but you know, I know that I'm not by myself. Please comment and share below. Let's use this platform as a way to um, gain more understanding, gain more, just giving yourself a break and letting you know it is okay if you at a certain point in your life where you want to learn how to ask for help, but you don't know how. I'm putting myself out there so we can all learn and we can all grow. Later.